On January 3rd, 1990, team owner Alex Spanos introduced general manager Bobby Beathard to the city of San Diego, beginning a new era in Charger history.
We know that Bobby Beathard represents an outstanding addition to our organization. He is one of the best in football at evaluating and acquiring talent, and he will also be able to do whatever he feels necessary for us to have a winning ball club.
I came here because I was convinced that Spanos were going to give us the support that we need to take this team in the right direction, and that's what we intend to do.
With the arrival of Bobby Beathard, one of the NFL's most respected front office executives, the revitalized San Diego Chargers enter the new decade with a young team that is clearly on the rise. Beathard will build on the 1989 improvement begun under head coach Dan Henning. In his first season in charge, Henning kept what worked and began to change what did not, leading in a style that earned the respect and confidence of his players.
Joey, just relax, just like he did last week, huh?
Yeah.
That's the way the game's played. Somebody goes down, you go in, just relax, don't get excited, and do your job. You can handle that guy, he's nothing.
I consider my job, my function on the sideline, to be aware of all the decisions, the critical times in the game that would change the pace, the tempo, or the direction of the game.
Come on, don't lose your poise out here.
Joe Pat, gotta get Joey.
Don't lose your poise. Joe, don't get in any fights out there.
To keep your finger on the pulse of the players and see how they're reacting to either being ahead or being behind or being in a difficult struggle, so that you might be able to get to one or two of them to change your tempo that will make the difference in the ball game.
We got to set the tone here. We got to set the tone right here.
In an early season game against Phoenix, Dan Henning pushed all the right coaching buttons, and the Chargers responded by beating the Cardinals.
Knock him off the ball. There's no question about it. Make the tackle, Victor! Make the tackle, Victor! All right, he's going to make yards here. Just a matter of how many. I want to get this thing into the end zone for a touchdown. Come on after us. Come on after us, you son of a... Blitz out. Blitz out.
When Early goes in motion to the right. Here comes an all-out blitz. They pick it up. He looks, throws to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Anthony Miller!
Damn good play. He looked back for the football. It's clean every time.
2nd and 9. Overboom wants to throw. Lots of time. Pump fakes. Now throws. Caught by Ferret. Fumbles the ball. It's loose. It's picked up by the Chargers down the field. Billy Ray Smith scores! Touchdown, San Diego!
You want that big play stuff, don't you?
I want it. I want it.
I hear all these things about people wanting to get high on drugs and something. You want to get high? Coach in the NFL.
In 1989, the Chargers tied opposing offenses in knots, leading the conference in quarterback sacks while becoming the 6th best defense in the NFL.
Well, the defensive scheme we have here is an aggressive turnover type of a scheme. We want to create turnovers, and we want to dictate the tempo.
Anchoring the AFC's finest pass rush was nose tackle Joe Phillips, with additional help from George Hinkle, Gerald Robinson, Les Miller, and rookie sensation Bert Grossman. Thanks to the line's aggressive pursuit, just one Charger foe scored more than 20 points in the last 14 games of the season. Only 2 AFC teams forced more turnovers, and none posted more sacks than the Chargers. Leading the way was a towering, long-armed figure wearing number 99. Never let it be said that Lee Williams' reach exceeds his grasp. There are too many opposing ball carriers who know otherwise. In 1989, Williams topped the AFC in sacks while earning his second consecutive Pro Bowl start. By the end of next season, Lee will likely be the best all-time pass rusher in Charger history. While Williams and company were dismantling plays up front, the linebacking core took care of any leftover trouble. Plugging the inside were number 51, Cedric Figaro, and number 50, Gary Plummer, the team's leading tackler for the second straight year. Figaro and Plummer toiled vigorously inside so that the Chargers' defensive captain could roam freely on the outside flanks. After an injury-plagued season in '88, a healthy Billy Ray Smith was back with a vengeance, making the kinds of plays that have placed him among the NFL's elite outside linebackers. Smith covered tight ends, stuffed runners, and sacked quarterbacks, the latter skill being a particular specialty of the rejuvenated Leslie O'Neal. Fully recovered from his serious knee injury of 1986, O'Neal switched from end to outside linebacker, a change that yielded spectacular results.
I feel a lot fresher playing the outside linebacker. I think it's very positive for me. It keeps me into the game because I'm playing the different positions, and also it helps me help other people. Just the fact that I can run and roam, a lot of freedom, trying to make things happen. And what we want to do is stop a team right off the bat on first and second down and put them in a situation where they have to pass the ball. And then you're playing athletes against athletes.
Any athlete against O'Neal was a mismatch, as Leslie earned All-Pro and Pro Bowl honors, with the most sacks of any linebacker in the AFC.
He's just a persevering guy with outstanding ability, and I would say at this point in time that he's a better player now than he was before he got hurt.
Equally as dominant among defensive backs was veteran corner Gil Byrd, number 22. In Week 3 against the Chiefs, Byrd helped Dan Henning earn his first win as the Chargers coach by collecting 2 of 5 San Diego interceptions in an impressive 21-6 victory.
To Byrd to throw under a rush, looking long, throw it down the sidelines. Gil Byrd there, intercepts it! What a great play by Byrd!
For the second straight season, Byrd paced the Chargers in pass thefts and became San Diego's second all-time leading interceptor. Also making an entry into the team record book was Vincey Glenn's 81-yard fumble recovery against the Giants.
Here is the give to Carthon, the fullback, fumbles the ball, it's loose, San Diego's got it! It's stolen away! Vincey Glenn to the 40, to the 50, to the 40, he is going to go all the way! Touchdown, San Diego! Vincey Glenn on a fumble recovery!
With Byrd and Glenn leading the way, the Chargers' deep backs provided blanket coverage and strong blitz capabilities. San Diego finished in the league's top 5 in pass defense and ranked 2nd in conference interceptions. Martin Bayless, Sammy Seal, Lester Lyles, and Michael Brooks rounded out one of the best Chargers secondaries in recent memory. They truly excelled as the last line of defense in San Diego's outstanding defensive unit of 1989. When the powerful Eagles came to San Diego in Week 9, they discovered the Chargers' air game to be more than just a passing fancy.
San Diego ball from the 30, off play action. Jimbo to throw, looking long, throwing deep. Anthony Miller got it! 69-yard touchdown strike, Anthony Miller.
Miller caught 2 touchdown passes, and the Chargers drove the length of the field for the winning score in the final seconds to pull off one of the biggest upsets of 1989.
David Archer to spot the ball for Barr, a 49-yarder. It's on the way. It's off. The kick is good! And the Chargers take the lead with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Clutch passing beat the playoff-bound Eagles, and throughout the season, the unsung heroes of San Diego's air game were the H-backs and tight ends. Blocking was their forte, but they could also make big catches. Joe Caravello, Andy Parker, Arthur Cox, and Craig McEwen all contributed, often with unexpected flair. When healthy, the H-back who prospered most in the Charger offense was Rod Bernstein.
You know, you still have the 2 tight ends set, but Coach Henning is a mastermind with the offensive scheme of things, and right now he's using the talent that he has. We're moving the ball constantly. He's letting me catch the underneath balls, and if you can catch a 5-yard ball and gain 5 afterwards, you're moving the chains all the way along.
The give, Rod Bernstein explodes to the 30, the 25, to the 20, down to the 10, dives to the goal line, touchdown! San Diego, they go to the H-back, he goes 31 yards for the score!
Bernstein's expected return in 1990 will open up even more opportunities to the San Diego passing attack, which already boasts young receivers such as Quinn Early and Wayne Walker. In 1990, quarterbacks Billy Joe Tolliver, David Archer, and Mark Vlasic will throw to these targets as well as 1989's most valuable Charger, Anthony Miller. In only his 2nd professional season, Miller established himself as one of the finest receivers in the league. His 75 catches, 1,000 yards receiving, and 10 touchdowns easily earned him Pro Bowl honors. In San Diego, Miller time was any time the Chargers threw deep, and number 83 did not let them down. Miller's touchdowns always seemed to come in the clutch, and none was more timely than his kickoff return before a nationwide TV audience in Week 10 that helped send the Raiders down to defeat.
Jeff Jager kicks off for the Raiders. It's high and short. Anthony Miller at the 10, ahead to the 15, to the 20, accelerates to the 25, to the 30, busted to the 40, to the 50, down the sideline. He is going to go all the way. Touchdown!
The Chargers got additional offensive firepower from their running backs. Number 43, Tim Spencer, reached a single-season career high in rushing yardage, while mid-year acquisition Darren Nelson, number 20, was a welcome sight on third down passing situations. But the Chargers' best back was also their biggest.
McMahon gives it. Buck's got the first down. To the 45, to the 40, to the 30. He is going to go all the way. Marion Butts goes 50 yards.
Looking at him, you wouldn't really think he's that fast. You know, you think he's more of the bullish type runner, but against the Raiders, he displayed some speed on that 50-yard touchdown run, and he brings the power and speed that we need in the backfield. You know, he's going to be a good player for us in the future.
A seventh-round draft pick with less than 70 college career carries, Butts led the Chargers in rushing and scored 9 touchdowns. Running behind the veteran line of David Richards, Broderick Thompson, Joel Patton, Dennis McKnight, Joey Howard, and Courtney Hall, Butts will continue to carve out his rugged reputation yard by yard.
We drafted Marion Butts because he can run the ball as well as block and be a special team player. And I think he's going to be a good football player. He's a very durable, aggressive guy, and he's everything that we bargained for when we got him in the draft.
Butts was a bargain indeed for San Diego. He began the year as a long-shot special teams player. By late season, he set a one-day club record for carries and rushed for more yards in a single game than any other player in the AFC. Marion Butts, just one of many reasons why the San Diego offense will be recharged for the 90s. In 1990, the Chargers will be looking for improved play on their special teams. Leading the way will be David Brandon and number 59, Ken Woodard, last season's Special Teams Player of the Year. Spearheading the offensive line will be number 53, all-rookie center Courtney Hall, pro football's youngest player of 89. Hall benefited greatly from the wisdom of 14-year Charger veteran Don Masick. And another prize San Diego rookie was defensive lineman Bert Grossman, number 92, an athlete who excelled no matter where he lined up.
My role, it switches up a lot of times. I'm an outside linebacker. At times I play a 3 technique over the guard. At times I'm over the tackle. At times I'm over at the center. So, you know, I play a lot of positions and switch up and don't really stay over one person. And, yeah, they just try to move me around a lot and just not keep me one spot.
Wherever he started, Bert Grossman always seemed to finish in the same location, in the quarterback's face. His 10 sacks were the most by any first-year player in football, easily placing him on the 1989 All-Rookie squad. But of all the Chargers' young players, it may be quarterback Billy Joe Tolliver who will make the biggest impact as the team enters the new decade. In a late season start against the Redskins, Tolliver threw for 2 touchdowns and 350 yards, a team rookie record. Only 4 other players have ever thrown for more yards in one game during their first season.
On a 3rd and 3, Billy Joe Tolliver to throw, flushed out of the pocket, is going to scramble to the right, pulls off, looks, throws to the end zone, touchdown, Wayne Walker!
We drafted Billy Joe Tolliver, who I think has those types of attributes that you need to make it as a big-time quarterback in this league. When he's in the game, he is very intense, and the players have a tendency to raise their level of play. And in the time that we've had him now, I find that he is a very good student of the game. He wants to win, and I see all positives.
And he can be a great quarterback. I mean, he has all the abilities and everything. He has a strong arm. He has, he's a nice-sized quarterback. With that, he can probably go a long way.
After knocking the Chiefs out of the playoffs in Week 15, Tolliver closed out the year by leading the Chargers over the Super Bowl-bound Denver Broncos.
Billy Joe back to throw, looking long down the sidelines, trying to get it to Nelson. Got it at the 15-yard line. 4th down and goal. Tolliver gives it Spencer to the goal line. Touchdown, San Diego. He got in on second effort. It's just been like every Sunday we've seen all year. Chargers have played everybody hammer and tong right down to the bitter end, and they're going to do it again. Kubiak to throw, gets hit, gets sacked. All the way back at the 38. O'Neal, Grossman and company. Barr to attempt a 45-yard field goal from the middle of the field. On the way, it's up. Good! San Diego wins 19-16. And when the Chargers have beaten the best team in the AFC.
I don't think it's unrealistic to have our team think it's a contender because it's beaten the best teams. It's beaten the Super Bowl team, the Denver Broncos. Beating those other teams gives them the confidence they need. If we make the right decisions in personnel, then yeah, it's exciting looking forward to this next season.
I think it's a good time to be a young team in the AFC, especially in the AFC West, because the whole division is in transition and there's changes going on every team. So it's a good time to have a squad like this, and we can be contenders this year. We're going to be contenders this year.